Regarding the Formula 1 paddock, the silly season is heating up. The recent return of Daniel Ricciardo has created an opportunity for other drivers to swap seats. The main team involved in the rumours is Red Bull, which has confirmed to swap Checo Perez whenever possible. The most recent names to be mentioned are Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc. Helmut Marko's statement set off all the alarms about the young Britishman's future. Let's discuss this in today's video. Norris, is under contract with McLaren until 2025, but is the strongest of the young drivers. His youthful nature would also suit him better at Red Bull, and it's no secret that Max and he are good friends, Mr. Marko said of Norris's possible arrival following his strong performance at the British GP. For much of the race, the McLaren driver was able to keep up with Verstappen, and his efforts were recognised. Marko has acknowledged talks with the young Briton and warns that we are still in contact. The future of the Monegasque has also been discussed. According to Formula, the Ferrari driver has already spoken with the Austrian team and joining Red Bull for the 2025 season. They state that this concept stems from Liberty Media's desire to enhance the show by having strong driver pairings at the top teams. The truth is that Leclerc and Verstappen aren't close enough to share a seat on a champion team. Furthermore, as a two-time world champion and the sport's top star, the Dutchman would have the final say on whether to share a team with another big name. Furthermore, he has been linked with teams other than Red Bull. He is the preferred replacement for Lewis Hamilton at Mercedes if he retires. He's also been linked to Aston Martin in the last month, which isn't surprising given the Silverstone team's efforts. For now, Red Bull is relying on Checo Perez, which appears to be around for a while. From the driver's perspective, it appears that he wants to properly prepare for talks with Ferrari, which Fred Vasseur revealed will begin during the summer break. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's motorsport advisor, has revealed that intensive talks have taken place with McLaren driver Lando Norris about a future seat on the team. In a recent interview with Kleiner Zeitung, Marko explained that the Belgian-British driver would be by far the strongest of the young drivers for the Austrian team, noting his strong friendship with their star driver and current championship leader Max Verstappen. Norris, who is under contract with McLaren until 2025, finished second in the British Grand Prix last weekend, trailing Red Bull's Max Verstappen, who had a great battle at the start of the race. Norris overtook Verstappen at the start of the race and led for 4 laps before the Dutchman reclaimed the lead. Marko stated that discussions had already taken place, and he added, "He has a McLaren contract until 2025, but he is by far the strongest of the young drivers. Because of his youthful demeanour, he would also be a good fit for Red Bull. And it is no secret that Max and he are good friends." McLaren made significant improvements ahead of the Silverstone race with the upgrades on Norris's MCL60. Norris and his rookie teammate Oscar Piastri qualified 2nd and 3rd, respectively, and finished 2nd and 4th in the race. Although Marko has mentioned the team's discussions with Norris, he and team chief Christian Horner have maintained that Sergio Perez's spot on the team is safe. The Mexican driver is under contract until the end of 2024, so this could be a hint of a future replacement. Lando Norris performed admirably in the 2023 British Grand Prix. After seeing the young Briton in this avatar, there is already speculation about the McLaren driver's future outside of Woking. With Red Bull and Ferrari as potential destinations, Norris received a dire warning. Norris's contract with the Papayas runs out at the end of the 2025 Formula 1 season. With his contract not yet renewed, there are talks about securing the 23-year-old services alongside Max Verstappen, similar to Charles Leclerc. Both destinations, however, could be a mistake for him because the prancing horse is not in a position to produce a championship-worthy challenger, not in the near future. As things stand, the Italian team trails McLaren in terms of pure speed. On the other hand, the British driver may find himself at a loss against Red Bull's dominant Dutchman. Furthermore, the dynamic between Verstappen and Norris could make things difficult for the drivers and the team. Since joining Red Bull, the two-time world champion has always had the upper hand. His consistent performance left no room for his teammate to pass him, not once or twice. This has happened several times. Sergio Perez has replaced Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, Alex Albon, and now Daniel Ricciardo. Verstappen's teammates all struggle to keep up with the clinical Dutchman. Speaking of this, renowned F1 expert Joe Saywood wrote in his notebook, "Lando Norris going to Red Bull and trying to beat Max Verstappen is also a career path from hell, but after leaving Red Bull, the drivers' careers have been found to be a shambles." After leaving the Milton Keynes-based team, Ricciardo went on to work for Renault, McLaren, and now AlphaTauri, the team's sister team. Albon took a year off and is now living in Williams. Gasly, on the other hand, was demoted to AlphaTauri and is now with Alpine, formerly Renault. Despite Perez's underperformance, Verstappen has already taken a commanding lead in the World Championship. Despite a strong start to the year, the Mexican was unable to maintain his form, and as a result, 2023 has become yet another Max Verstappen show. With that failing, and the season already dubbed boring, Liberty Media, according to Planet F1, has hinted at Red Bull having two drivers who can compete against each other and deliver a great championship battle. This will increase viewership and online engagement, resulting in massive profits for Formula 1 Group. And, as things currently stand, Lando Norris is the best option, with Charles Leclerc refusing to leave Ferrari. Lando Norris's incredible P2 finish lit up the 2023 British Grand Prix. He battled Max Verstappen in the early stages of the race and eventually held off Lewis Hamilton. His efforts earned him a Driver of the Day award. Now, with the McLaren driver in such good form and an improving MCL 60, Norris's father aims at Verstappen, the defending world champion. The McLaren team of Norris and Oscar Piastri kept things exciting at Silverstone. They weren't quite good enough to challenge Verstappen's might, but they did give him a scare at the start. Piastri finished just outside the top 3, but Norris stole the show with his second place finish. When asked how his race went, Norris revealed that his heart was beating faster than usual. Racing at home in Silverstone in front of a record crowd certainly helped his confidence. When another hometown hero, Hamilton, began catching up to Norris near the end of the race, the British crowd erupted. But in the end, he held off the 7-time world champion to record his best finish of 2023. Norris is being linked with a move to Red Bull after an incredible weekend at home. The Austrian team is reportedly looking for a top driver who can compete with Verstappen as a teammate, and they are hoping to sign the 23-year-old. Lando Norris's father, Adam Norris, recently spoke out about his son's meteoric rise to F1 stardom. Lando, he claims, is displaying extraordinary poise for someone his age. In an interview with the F1 Nation podcast, Norris Sir stated, "He is still my little boy. The strange thing is, we've grown up with him." After commenting on Norris's development, he went on to criticize Red Bull star Max Verstappen. The 51-year-old believes his son has the potential to beat Verstappen, which is a bold claim given the Dutchman's near unstoppable performance this season. When he was young, he really showed signs of promise. He was always fast, and he is insanely fast, so I believe he has what it takes to beat Max Verstappen. I truly do, he added. At Silverstone, Norris took the lead from Verstappen on the first lap and held him off for the rest of the race. However, the mighty RB19's strong pace made it possible for him to stay ahead of Verstappen for long. Helmut Marko, Red Bull's chief advisor, was recently spotted speaking with Norris's agent ahead of the British Grand Prix main race. According to the Telegraph UK, Marko was spotted at the Red Bull motorhome with Mark Berryman, who has been representing the McLaren driver since his karting days. Apart from junior driver discussions, it is believed that the 23-year-old was also discussed at Milton Keynes. These rumours became even more prevalent after Perez's dreadful run continued last weekend. Despite the fact that Charles Leclerc is linked to the Red Bull seat, Norris is said to be a favourite of Marko. According to GP fans, the 80-year-old is a big Norris fan. He wants him to join the team as soon as 2025. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to never miss a new video.